Lucas here. This is my work problem number 16b. Problem says all the questions below are awesome and assess really important skills for calculus. Choose any two question sets, excluding number 4, and explain how you would solve them. This means use words or pictures to convince me you understand the concept being tested. So we have the function here in figure 1, and I'm going to start by using the first problem set there. And let's see what it says here. The graph of the function of a function f is given at the left. State the value of f of -1. So f of -1, that's the same as saying so it's f of x. So we know that -1 is equal to x. And what we know about that is, so if we look at where x is -1, which is right here. Let's see. Right there. We know that y is -2 because that's where the graph touches. So we know that f of -1 is equal to -2. What you're saying, that point is x is equal to 1 and y is equal to -2. So these have the same meaning. So that is number 1, or A, excuse me. B, estimate the value of f of 2. We're going to do the same exact thing. So we're going to go back to this graph, and we're going to find where x is equal to 2. And we go 1, 2. We see that y is approximately 3. So f of 2 is equal to approximately 3. C, for what values of x is f of x equal to 2? So for C, f of x is equal to 2. So that's the same as saying 1 is y equal to 2. And we know that by going up to, and there are two answers. We have x is equal to 1 and x is equal to -3. We're looking at that point and that point. So it'll be 1, x is equal to -3, and x is equal to 1. D, estimate the values of x such that f of x is equal to 0. So when f of x is equal to 0, that is the same as saying y is equal to 0. What are the values of x? So when y is 0, I'm going to delete those other points. So when y is 0, we're looking at, the x-axis here. So we see we have a point there and a point there. So x is equal to -2.5 And when x is equal to 0.5. And those are approximate. And then the last one. Alright, so I just went back and looked at this exam key and realized that, just to like double check my answers, and I recognize that this is totally wrong. So I'm gonna do it again. I answered that assuming that these graphs were continuous, which is not the case. So let's redo the domain and range. So domain is, domain is has to do with the x, with x values. So if we look, the graph, the furthest left and the furthest right is what we're looking at. So we see this point and this point. So the domain is from -3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, +3. And since -3 and +3 are both points that are included, we are going to use brackets opposed to parentheses. The range, the lowest point is -3. Highest point is +3 up here. So those are the 2 points we're looking at. Or no. -2. 1, 2, yeah, so -2 and +3. And again, we're going to use the brackets. Let's double check our work. Yeah, boom. Looking good. Okay, so I was originally, before I paused this video, I was going to go for problem number 5, but I've changed my mind. Instead, let's just go with problem number 2. So, problem 2. So it's asking us if f of x is equal to x cubed, then solve, or evaluate the difference quotient, which is basically solving f 2 plus h minus f of 2 over h. Okay. So what we are being told here is f of x is equal to x cubed. So essentially, anytime we see f, we just cube whatever is in the yellow. And then we just solve. So to rewrite, it'll be 2 plus h cubed minus 2 cubed over h. And 2 plus h cubed, we're going to go 2 plus h times 2 plus h times 2 plus h. 2 cubed is 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8, so minus 8. And it's all going to be over h. Okay, so this will be 4. Right now I'm multiplying both of these. 4 plus 4h plus h squared times 2 plus h minus 8 all over h. And then we're going to do that all again. Now we're going to multiply both of these. So it'll be 8 plus 8h plus 2h squared plus 4h plus 4h squared plus h cubed minus 8 all over h. So we know that the 8's cancel each other out, and then we know that... Hey Google, stop. Excuse me there. Okay, I know this is dragging. I'm gonna wrap this up quickly. So, yeah, we're just gonna combine like terms and whatnot. So we're gonna combine this guy with this guy, and then we're gonna combine this one and that one. And yeah, that's that. So let's see what we have. So we have h cubed plus 6h squared plus 12h over h. Now we just, now we just divide h by essentially everything here. So we have h squared plus 6h plus 12, which is our final answer. Let's double check. Yeah, just written in a different order. Boom. Thanks for watching, and sorry for the long video.